Hey girl, hey! So today is my very first Bear It All. I am trying to feel positive about this video and sharing it with the world, but we will see how it goes. I have previously filmed this video already twice, and in both the other videos just bawled my face off, and I'm really trying not to do that in this video. So you guys can't really tell, but I definitely glammed myself up a little bit for this video so that hopefully I don't cry. And yeah, my makeup just makes me feel like I just, you gotta hold it together. So my very first Bear It All, and my I don't know even what to call it, but the thing that I keep dearest to my heart is that I suffer from Trichotillomania. It's not a well-known diagnosis, I guess you can call it. And for those of you who do know what I'm talking about off the bat, kudos to you, because I've struggled with it since I was about the age of 14, and I am now finding other people who also struggle with it and becoming more aware of what it is and how to deal with it and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna kind of give you guys a background on when I started struggling with this, and then I guess I'll kind of fast forward to present day, because now I've learned a lot and kind of uncovered the reasons as to why I started doing what I do. And in saying that, I guess I should tell you guys what Trichotillomania is. It's an obsessive-compulsive disorder. So I suffer from OCD. It's a obsessive-compulsive disorder where you pick your hair. There are lots of different stages, I guess you could say, and forms of doing this. I've met a lot of people who pull out their eyebrows, pull out their eyelashes, pull out the hair on their head, pull out their pubes, just everything. And I don't pull out my eyelashes or my eyebrows, but I do pull out the hair on my head. So as a lot of the people that are my friends know, this is as deep as they really know, I do wear weave and wigs, and thank God in today's society, weave and wigs is like the absolute norm. If it wasn't, I don't know what the heck I would do. But my trichotillomania is pretty severe. The whole top of my head is basically, it's not bald. I call it bald because I'm an extremist. Like, I say everything to the extreme, sorry. But the top of my hair is probably this long, so maybe an inch, and it's really, really thin because I've been picking it for so long. And the texture has changed over time. It's not a loose curl like the rest of my hair. It's kind of like a wave slash straight. But this is the best my trich has been this year, and we are in October, so we're 10 months deep, and this is the best it's been. And I'll share that with you and how it's gotten better for me later on in the video, because I kind of want to give you guys a background on how I started picking my hair and the reasons why I started picking my hair. So I am going to just get into it. Started picking my hair, like I said, around the age of 14 or 15. I want to say I was in grade, you know what, maybe I was in grade 9. Yeah, I want to say I was in grade 9 or grade 10, because I remember in grade 9, Kevin had my high school photos in one of his albums, and my grade 9 photo, I had hair. And then by grade 12, my hair was short. I was kind of just known as the girl who like rocked short hair in high school. But getting to that process of rocking short hair was a really big deal for me. As a lot of women know, even cutting your hair, going from like, say, long hair like this to a bob is a big deal for a lot of women. So going from hair to chopping off your hair was really hard for me, especially in high school. Like, high school's already a hard time for a lot of kids, let alone girls. And then I came to school with my head shaved, like not shaved, but like really, really short. And I think that was my mom's way of kind of making my hair even and dealing with why ever I was bald. But like, nobody ever tried to figure out like why I picked my hair. It was kind of just like, oh, Alicia, stop picking your hair. Like, if they saw me doing it, I'd always be in my room and picking my hair, but when they did see me doing it, it'd be like, oh, stop picking your hair, and that was just the end of it. It was kind of brushed off. It was never further looked into, and I wish I had looked into it, or somebody had have kind of pried and asked like why I do that when I was younger, because I feel like I could be further ahead right now, but I'm getting there, so that doesn't really matter. Yeah, so my high school years weren't the roughest of my years in my life thus far, but I think my high school years started to take a toll on me overall and what I was dealing with, not in high school, but at home. And the stress and overwhelming desire of even being in my house led to me picking my hair. And now I suffer from not only OCD, but anxiety and depression. And it's definitely because of what I was dealing with in my household. So I started picking my hair, and I think it became like a well-known, it was obvious that I was picking my hair in grade 10, because I remember in my grade 10 yearbook, one of my really good friends at the time had written in my yearbook that you keep like your whole life something about my bald spot. And that's when it really hit me, and I was like, holy fuck, like, oh, excuse my language, okay, but I was just like, holy crap, not only is one of my really good friends making fun of the fact that I have a bald spot without even asking, but it's obvious that I have a bald spot. So I think grade 10 I shaved, my mom took me to cut my hair, and I wore a hood the first day at school. I did not want to take off my hood. I remember being in, not phys ed class, it wasn't even called like sex ed, I can't remember, but it was like where you have to sit in class for gym. It's clearly been a while. And I wouldn't take off my hood. My teacher's like, you need to take your hood off. I was like, I'm not taking my hood off. And she took me outside, and I was like, listen, I'm not taking my hood off. Like, I don't have any hair. I'm not taking my hood off. I did not feel comfortable. And then the next day I just came and I rocked the hell with my short hair, that's for sure. But like, nobody would have known that I picked my hair. Like, there's no friggin' way. Like, there's just no way. There was so much more going on in high school. People did not care that I was picking my friggin' hair. So that was me in high school, and then I started wearing weave in grade 11. Weave is a savior, I swear to God. But I grew up in a really small town, so it didn't really have a lot of culture, we're going to say. And I was one of the few mixed kids, let alone black people in my school. There was probably like, yeah, 10 of us all together. Maybe a little bit more, because there was like a few that had a lot of siblings. But yeah, wearing weave was kind of like, you know, I made it work. And then in college, I also wore weave and made it work, and I got through it. And then I got sick of it, and I was like, I'm just gonna rock my short hair again. And Kevin was here for me through this whole process, and he's kind of been on my ass. So now that I'm rambling, that's kind of the short end of how I started picking my hair. It basically just has to do with whatever was going on in my house at the time. I don't know. That was it. I was in this I lived in a very unhealthy environment for a teenager. And not to say that I wasn't taken care of, because I was taken care of in terms of having a roof over my head, but mentally and emotionally and physically, things were just fucked in my house. And yeah, the desire of pulling my hair out, it made everything feel better in that moment. Soccer was also something that I relied on to get out of my house and just kind of be free from the situation. But as soon as I was back in that house, I was picking my hair. And I always used to pick it like on the back of my backboard, and then I'd have to go and like clean it up after. I was very like, I tried to like hide it and make it unknown that I was picking my hair. So the whole picking your hair, because I'm just saying I picked my hair. I guess I can explain that. It's kind of like, so when smokers smoke, you know what, I'm not even a smoker, so I can't really break it down, but I'm going to try. So when smokers smoke, I'm assuming they smoke because of all the chemicals in the cigarettes and what they feel when they are inhaling that cigarette. And they also have that addiction not only to the cigarette, but to the motion, that hand to mouth motion. So with me, I have the head to mouth motion, and my exhale is me pulling a follicle out of like a hair out of my head. It doesn't hurt. When I first started, it did hurt, but now my head is completely numb to it. Like, I don't feel anything when I pull out my hair. I just feel a release. Like, I literally feel like a weight has fallen off of my shoulders with every hair that I pick. So imagine just feeling completely overwhelmed, and then you have this easy just one, and the more you go, the better it gets. And with the feeling of feeling better, you're also losing hair. So by the time you're done picking and you feel great, it's like, oh shit, what did I do to my head? And then it's a horrible, vicious damn cycle, let me tell you. And it sounds so crazy to talk about hair and it being so important to me, but for somebody who hasn't had it for so long, especially now having 2 young girls and not wanting them to ever get even braids, extensions at all, weave, nothing, and just love their natural hair, it's really hard for me now to kind of show them the right way to go and the path that I want them to be in terms of self-loving and loving their hair as little girls, because I don't have my natural hair and they see me doing this, and I don't want this to be the norm for my girls. So yeah, that's kind of that. I was watching, I can't remember her YouTube page, but she's another Tricher. Call herself Trichers. She's another girl who struggles with Trichotillomania, and she's from London, I think. Don't quote me, she might be from somewhere in Europe. People who also struggle with Trich know who I'm talking about. She has blonde hair and blue eyes. I can't remember her name for the life of me, but I feel like she explained Trich in the best way possible, and she said, when we feel stress, we feel it in our fingertips. And like, when she said that, I was like, holy crap, she is so freaking right. When I'm stressed, like, you will see my hands going. So if somebody even says something that like I don't like or overwhelms me or does something that I don't like, my hands are instantly moving. I mean, my facial expressions will also show you, but my hands, I'm just like, I start going and I start going. And once I'm alone, I'm picking. So now we're gonna fast forward to current time, because I am now doing great. I haven't stopped picking. I have obviously my off days where I just pick my hair, but it's only like 4 hairs. So let me tell you guys, that is progress, and I'm very happy with 4 hairs. And then I have days where I don't pick at all, and I really believe it's because I have the support that I have in terms of my husband and my doctor. I talked to my doctor about it 3 years ago, and she was very like, wow, a lot of people don't come out and like fully say like, this is what I'm struggling with, whatever. And I kind of felt weird talking to her about it, especially because she was a doctor, and I didn't know how she would interpret my situation, because I feel like everyone is different. Everyone's situation is different. And I kind of just left it alone. And I went back to her 3 months ago now, and I talked to her, and she's kind of guided me in the right way. So I've started talking to people. I have groups, 3 groups that I've joined, where you can meet. I haven't been able to go to like a meeting yet. Not that I haven't been able to go, I just haven't been brave enough to go. And they are close to me, so I realistically should start doing that. But so far it's just interacting via computer and my phone with the support group. And I've also started on medication in terms of my depression and anxiety and OCD. So I feel like altogether that has really helped, and it's kind of guiding me where I need to be. And I'll be very content if one day I'm brave enough to show you guys my head. Lord knows today is not that day, because my hair is completely jacked up right now. But it's growing back and we're getting there. So maybe a year from now I'll show you guys. I'm definitely taking pictures, and if this is something that has been able to help anybody, definitely message me. Feel free to comment below. Like I told you guys, I don't want any negativity on this video. It takes a lot of balls to come out and say like, this is something that I struggled with. This is something that I struggle with. This is something that I've struggled with for a decade. And this is me. So I've come to accept that this is something that I'm going to be struggling with for a little bit, but I won't accept that it's something that I'm going to be struggling with forever. I know I've read that there are people who have been able to absolutely kick Trich's ass, and I plan on being one of those people. I do want to, fun fact, get a tattoo to kind of remind me that this is something that I struggled with, and eventually look back on it and be like, I beat it. But it's discouraging at the same time knowing that I've struggled with it for, like I said, 10 years, and it hasn't gotten better. But what has gotten better is my knowledge and my support, so I can't complain. We're going to get there. So I'm really happy that I made it to this video. I tweaked it, not in terms of my editing for this video, but I tweaked it in terms of what I talked about because I know certain things hit nerves. And I didn't want to hit any nerves. So the reason why I decided to come to you guys today and to talk to you about it is because the first week, bear with me, I'm using my phone to say exactly what it is, but the first week of October, from October 1st to October 7th, is BFRB Awareness Week. And so what that stands for is body-focused repetitive behaviors, includes hair pulling, skin picking, etc. So yeah, it's from October 1st to October 2nd, and I'm definitely going to have a bunch of hashtags in this video, probably on my thumbnail as well, because I feel like people need to be aware that people struggle with these things. I recently started scratching a lot, and it's not leading to picking, but like I'm telling you, the stress on my fingers, you guys, and the relief I feel is insane, and it's just something that I need to work on and that I'm aware that I need to work on. So maybe I'll give you guys updates on this like every 6 months, and we'll see how I'm doing, and I'll give you guys my honest opinion on what's going on with my hair. And yeah, I really want to get to the point where I can show you guys my hair, even if it's not long. I have no shame. I will still show you my head, but right now it's not happening. I won't do it. Don't ask. It's not going to happen. So hashtag BFRB week below. Let me know if you guys want me to further talk about this. The only thing I'm not going to further talk about is whatever was going on in my household. I don't feel like my family wants to have their business out there like that, and I'm not even trying to go back there. So don't ask me about that, but anything that has to do with my hair, my picking, where I get my wigs, all that kind of fun stuff, let me know. I will let you guys know. I'm completely open to that kind of stuff. So please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to comment, you guys. I want to interact with you guys. And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat. I've been kind of slacking on my Snap lately, but yeah, let me know if there's anything else or what you guys want me to talk about next, because I like sitting in front of the camera and just randomly talking about things. So let me know, guys. Okay? See you guys later. Bye.